Next, I want to move into a bit of WTF Radio, the segment of the show where I take a deep dive into a few of the smaller acts playing across Reading and Leeds. Last year, obviously, on this channel here, we covered every single artist playing Reading and Leeds. This year, we have this podcast, so we are doing that as part of this. And to look at some of the smaller artists, I thought we'd just put them all together. This week, my little brother Will, shout outs to Will, has helped me pot this together, starting off with the Festival Public stage and the artist Mae Muller, who is 22. She grew up in Highgate and Kentish Town and lives in North London. Genre-wise, she's described as pop, refreshingly candid pop, says Nick Devine from The Line of Best Fit. She describes her sound as very Britpop. If you're a fan of people like Anne-Marie or Lily Allen, then this is your cup of tea. She released her first single when she was 18, Closer, which she wrote in her spare time whilst working at a local bar. She debuted her first EP, After Hours, which came out in February 2018, self-described as a soundtrack to Feel Good, followed by her second EP, Frankly, in December. Both EPs combined in 2019 into a debut mini-album called Chapter 1. She opened for Little Mix on their arena run in 2019 and shot the music video for her newest record, I Don't Want Your Money, on her iPhone during isolation, released on the 8th of May, and has a release coming up soon with Kenny Beats. Oh, that's exciting. Today, we're playing that record, I Don't Want Your Money, from Mae Muller, who is, as I said earlier, due to play the Festival Public stage on the Sunday at Reading, Friday at Leeds currently. She is third from top. This is Mae Muller. Next, we're looking at Salieu, who is playing the One Extra stage. We've actually talked about Salieu before when we covered SL on the second WTF Radio. You know what? The beauty of this is you can just go back and watch that if you want to go find out more information. Salieu is a UK rap artist, born in Slough but moved to Coventry when he was young and has since been there. Genre-wise is effortlessly blending African melodies with the raw sound of UK rap. He also described as grime and freestyle. He apparently turned to music after tragically one of his friends passed away, and has collaborated with Ms. Banks on the record Like Two Dans by DJ Jules and Kiddacuds. His record Frontline has over 2 million hits on YouTube and has said that he's going to be releasing singles and a mixtape before summer 2020. As I said earlier, released the record Hit the Block with SL, which is a banger of a record. Will, my little brother, is writing out the footnotes that he thinks it's a banger, but it is a banger of a record. This record is the Yusuf Days remix of Frontline. Now, Yusuf Days we spoke about a couple of weeks ago when we talked about albums that were coming out in April, I believe, when we talked about Tom Misch. Recently released an entire album with Tom Misch. He is an incredible jazz drummer. This, though, is just brilliant. When we talk about effortlessly blending African melodies with raw UK sound, I mean, this is how you do it. If this was a subgenre of grime, then I would be into it. This is absolutely brilliant. Enjoy this. I certainly have the first time I heard it. This is Frontline, the Yusuf Days remix by Salieu. Next, we're looking at Nascar Aloe, an artist from Lexington, North Carolina, currently based in Los Angeles. Genre-wise described as punk, rap, and trap. Formerly known as Aloe, Dezu, Colby Soy, or Young Aloe. I mean, that just sounds so LA to me, that whole thing. It reminds me of people like Ghost Main and Scarlord. He began making music in 2012 as a way of self-expression. He debuted at the age of 14 under the name Colby Soy, this song Freaks and Geeks remix. He moved to LA in 2018, where he began cultivating a die-hard fan base by releasing music on SoundCloud and taking over LA's underground circuit. In 2019, he released the Find Me EP and debuted his full-length project Shithead, and is currently signed to Death Proof Inc. according to his Facebook page. Today we're playing the record Feet. This record is definitely out there. It actually came out last week on the 4th of May. Happy Star Wars Day to those that are fans. I quite like this record. It's a bit mad, it's a bit out there, my kind of thing. Probably would go and check him out on the Pit, because I think the Pits would be crazy. But yeah, I guess you can decide that one. This is Nascar Aloe and the record is Feet.
Okay, my jump right on a white bitch like OJ, and I keep it better, she get like alright, bitch. I feel like Liam Neeson with a twin Glocks, and they call that and call it what?
We're finishing the WTF segment for today off with Devine. Olivia Rebecca Devine is her name. Born in Whitley Bay, coastal town near Newcastle upon Tyne, is described as pop, hooky, often dance-orientated pop, according to Apple Music. She kind of sounds a bit like Charlie XCX and Hayley Williams, if you're a fan of those people. I quite like that new Hayley Williams record, by the way. I think it's pretty good. She released her debut single Schoolgirls in July 2017, followed up with the Peer Pressure EP in the 16th of November 2018, which features Charlie XCX on backing vocals on the track Peer Pressure. She was also known as one of YouTube's Ones to Watch on their list for 2019, and also last year collaborated with both Icona Pop and Rudimental. This year she's included in the NME's Essential New Artist for 2020, and today we're playing the record Don't Say It, which featured as one of Annie Mac's hottest record in the world last week, so very current. Love it when this happens to WTF. We play the current music by them. 3 of the artists today came out with new music this week. Yeah, this is Devine and Don't Say It.
I want to believe it. Don't say it if you don't really mean it.
That concludes WTF for this week. If you would like me to go into more detail on some of those artists, then we can potentially look at doing some WTF episodes on them if festival season goes ahead this year.